Hey there guys, how you doing? Dr. Dave here, another episode of the RV Dummy. And what I'm going to do today is something really special. See, since I did the episodes, the financial aspects of RVing, like how much does RVing really cost? Can I afford an RV? I think I did a couple episodes like that. I've gotten a lot of questions from you all asking me if you can afford an RV. And some of you were very specific. You gave me a lot of information about how much money you have, how much you're making. And I promise also, if you have a question in the future, that I will not reveal who you are. Anything you tell me is totally confidential. You don't have to even give me your last name or your name. You can use a fake name, whatever. But if you give me enough information, I can try to help you. And when I help you, I'll help everybody else determine whether they can actually afford a particular rig. Now, I'm going to get into this right now. Charlie, and I am withholding his last name as promised, Charlie from, I'll just say Charlie in Ohio. There are probably a lot of Charlies in Ohio, so you're not going to figure out who this is. And by the way, Yoko and I right now, we happen to be in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, enjoying the winter. It's beautiful here. But back to Charlie. So here's Charlie's information, and we can play along together. I'm gonna give you everything he gave me, and he asked a specific question, whether he can afford a certain RV. And let's see what you think, and let's see what I think. Now, I'm not a financial planner, but I've had enough financial experience in my life to, I think, have a really good feel for if I can afford something or not. So, and I'll tell you, like I said in my previous videos, I don't believe in taking out loans. I don't believe in borrowing money. I believe in paying cash, but there are always some exceptions. So here's what Charlie's situation is. Charlie is 57 years old. He has $280,000 in retirement funds. He has about $50,000 in non-retirement, like after non-retirement funds. He earns $60,000 a year. He doesn't have any debt except for a mortgage, which he owes $50,000 on a $225,000 home. Again, other than that, no debt at all. Charlie's planning to retire in 7 years. That'll be about when he's 64, it sounds like. Here's what he wants to buy. He wants to buy a brand new Class B Pleasureway van. By the way, that's what I've got. Ours is not new, but ours is we want to use Pleasureway, but I love the Pleasureway van. It's just an awesome, awesome Class B. Charlie, I know you're watching this. I can totally identify with that. Pleasureway, very great, comfortable. But the cost for a brand new one, as he says, now I haven't checked any prices at all or anything. This is what I'm just giving the information that he gave me. $120,000. That's a lot of money, $120,000. But here's what Charlie said he can do. He can amortize it. He can take out a loan, amortize it over 30 years, like a mortgage payment, like a home loan. 30 years, and he says if he does that, again, I have not checked the math out on this, but he says if he does that, his payments will be only about $600 a month. Now he says he can easily afford that. So he says, RV Dummy, can I afford this or not? A $120,000 Pleasureway van, the payments will be $600 a month. So before I give my opinion, what do you think? What am I going to say? First of all, do you think Charlie can afford it? $600 a month? 30-year, let's say 30-year mortgage, because it's a mortgage. Can he afford it? What am I going to say? Can I say yes or no? Go with it or no? Well, my answer is, here's my answer. Charlie, are you crazy? There is no way you or anybody should be taking out a 30-year loan, a 30-year mortgage on a motor vehicle. That is absurd. Now, I know the dealers are probably spinning this in a certain way. Oh, it's a home, it's a second home, so you can write it off. Bull. I mean, maybe, I don't know, I haven't checked that out, but it doesn't matter if you can write it off or not. It makes no difference. I don't think you can, but it doesn't matter. A 30-year note on a motor vehicle that is depreciating. It's a depreciating asset, so it's not going up in value like a house. It's going down in value. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it's going to be worth nothing close to 120,000. Won't be worth anything close to that. And if my math is right, 30 years, you will have paid this thing off by the time you are 87 years old. There's no way I'm going to say yes to that. There is zero chance. No, Charlie, do not do it. That's the stupidest thing ever. Taking out a 30-year loan on anything with a motor in it. That's just ridiculous. No, don't do that. And if you're thinking about doing that, so you're not Charlie, but if you're thinking about doing anything close to that, no, do not do that. But I always I'm not the kind of person that likes to end it on a bad note. Like, no, you can't afford that. Don't do it. I'm going to give you a solution. I'm going to give you an alternative, Charlie. It sounds like you really want to get into RVing. You're 57. You owe nothing in debt except for a little bit on a mortgage. That's fine. You've got $60,000. By the way, you're $280,000 in retirement. It's a little light, I think, because you're gonna retire in 7 years. What are you gonna live on for the rest of your life? You're gonna live on that. I mean, you could. I think it's gonna be tight. So you've got to be saving money now. Save into retirement. But here's what I'm going to suggest. If you really want to get into RVing, and I can tell you do, if you really want to get into it, I'm going to say let's strike a balance. So you're living on $60,000 a year right now. Let's see if we can be really let's live real cheaply and save out of that 60. Let's see if we, out of cash flow, let's see if we can save a few thousand, save $5,000 out of your cash flow. Then you have $50,000 saved in don't touch your retirement for this. Don't touch your retirement. But you've got about $50,000 saved in non-retirement funds, so you've already paid tax on those. And also, you can't touch retirement because you're below, you're younger than 59 and a half, so you're going to be just penalized like crazy. So don't even think about touching your retirement. I wouldn't do it anyway, but you'll be penalized. It'll be crazy. But here's what I would do. About $5,000 out of your cash flow, save that up. Take about $15,000 out of your non-retirement investments, so you'll have about $20,000 there. $20,000, go onto rvtrader.com or a similar site and really do your due diligence, do your homework. You could find a great rig, a really good, reliable rig for 20 grand, and buy that. Pay cash for it. Don't ever borrow money for something like this. Pay cash for what you can afford. So a $20,000 rig, and remember, work that into your lifestyle. There are going to be more expenses with that as you have another vehicle. There's going to be more insurance. There's going to be fuel. There's going to be upkeep. There's going to be repair. So make sure you can afford all of that with your cash flow of $60,000 a year, and you're not borrowing money from some other source, your retirement or anything like that. That's going to be really, really dangerous. Okay, I hope that made sense. If you have a question about whether you can afford an RV or not, please send me in your information. You can do it as a you can email me if you like, but do it as a comment here on YouTube. I will get it. I will see it. I respond to everything. And if you tell me to withhold your last name, withhold anything, I will keep you totally. What's the word I'm looking for? I'll keep it totally confidential. You can email me if you like. My email is rundrdave@gmail.com. It's rundrdave, RUNDRDAVE, rundrdave@gmail.com. Give me your information. Give me as much as you can so I can make a good decision for you. If you'd only give me half your information, I probably won't be able to give you a fair decision, a fair assessment. So make sure you tell me everything you can. How much you're making, how much you have saved, how much you have in retirement, how much debt you have. The more you have, the better. How old you are, when you're going to retire, etc., etc. Give me everything. I will give you an answer. But again, I'm the RV dummy, so do you trust me? You should, maybe. Until next time, see you all later. Dr. Dave here.